A very good day to you. My name is Lee Theodore. I'm happily in the presence of Councilor Fred Ngoundjo from the city of Cornwall. Today, we're just having a conversation in hopes of promoting conversation within the month of Black History Month. And so, my first question to you is, who are you and what are you most proud of? Please.
Hi, Lee. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm Fred Ngoundjo, Cornwall resident first, councillor of the city of Cornwall, second, but at the same time, science research for the federal government. I work for the National Research Center as an engineer, dealing with environment and this kind of problem, trying to find solutions to protect the environment. And at the same time, I'm a proud father of two kids, Marie-Emmanuel and Joachim, married to my sweet lady, Josiane. So, yes, that is who I am, roughly.
Fair enough. Now, my friend, you are a person of particular distinctions, but my question to you is, what are you the most proud of?
Oh, thank you very much, Lee. This is a question. I'm proud about my family first, my kids. That gives me this kind of trust in life because sometimes life is not easy. So my family is giving me this energy that I need for my day-to-day fight. At the same time, I'm pretty proud of being Cornwall resident. Honestly, I'm gonna share a brief history with you. How I travel a lot. So in Africa, in Europe, and in North America, have visited at least 10 countries, 25 cities. So I know what I'm talking about. And being in Cornwall is something special. Cornwall is a very special place. And I like to share this experience. What made me very proud is being citizen of Cornwall because I know here we have a special way to live our life. It's something special here. More specifically, uh, we take the time to have good time with our people.
Yeah.
We love each other.
Yeah.
You know, everything is a matter of love at the end of the day. And when you have this chance to belong to a community where you can feel love, where you can feel unity, where you can be who you are as a human being, uh, at the end of the day, that is very important because at the other place, we have different kind of challenges there. Security, um, integration, all those kind of problems. I'm not saying that Cornwall is a paradise, but it's a very good place. As a father, as a chief of my family, I know that my kids are very good here in Cornwall, so I'm very proud to be a resident or and a citizen of this community. And at the same time, being a councillor of the city of Cornwall, it's to me a huge challenge that I take with. I'm humbled to be councillor first because I know that this gives me the opportunity to make or to try to make this city, this place better than what I found here. So being the councillor of the city of Cornwall is something very uh, that I'm very proud to because I know or I'm trying as I can to bring my small piece of stone to this building that we're trying to build. And
Yeah.
it's a day-to-day challenge, but yes, I think we still have a lot to do, but I'm very honored and proud to be around the table sharing my opinion with the other councillors. And life is different aspects. Uh, I'm proud to participate as a scientist
Yeah.
to make our world better. More specifically, about environment challenges.
Hmm.
It's a huge problem. It's a huge question, huge responsibility that we have.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
what kind of world are we going to give to our kids for the future? This is something that I have in my mind and I ask to myself every day, what kind of world are we going to leave to our kids? I'm trying to make this world better by finding solutions, scientific solutions, cleaning water, cleaning air, trying to reduce the amount of garbage in the in our community, in our country. Yes, that makes me proud. I'm proud to be with my other colleagues to um, be member of a team who have built or discovered some uh, tools that are useful for our community and that are implement and that make our lives better. Yes, I'm honestly proud of that as a scientific. So,
Okay. Thank you for that answer, Fred. Um, while we're in this kind of context of conversation, would you agree or disagree that the feeling of collaboration that you enjoy with your colleagues around the council table, is that is that feeling something that is available to everyone, or is this feeling of togetherness and teamwork, is this something that is hmm, I guess I'll put the question this way. While I'm aware that discrimination, inequality exists in the world as a fact, I would say that there is a certain feeling of privilege when you find yourself in a space where people want to work with you based on who you are, not what you are, um, and that they look forward to what it is that you're going to contribute. So that feeling of collaboration, and your experience as a Black male within your own time, how does that feeling of collaboration feel? Do you feel confident? Do you feel encouraged? And what would you say to other people regarding the opportunity to be in a space where you are a person of value, um, and not a person of color? How does it feel to be a counselor and doing these good works? As you said, you're proud. You are striving towards resolving the question of what kind of world we're going to pass on to our kids. Um,
many questions in the what you're asking that I
yeah.
think yes. Um, you know, there are different aspects for me being a counselor. As a resident, Cornwall resident, that is an aspect. But at the same time, I don't forget that I'm a Black male man. And every day sitting around this table, I think first about our residents, but at the same time, I know that I am participating to the history of our community.
Right.
And third, I have the responsibility to make sure that our community is going to be present from now until the end of the day around this table. So it's a work of educating our people too. I have this responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
sending message to our community, showing them that it's possible to be there, speaking to our kids that it's possible to be there. You just have to try your best to be there. So, as I said, I feel different aspects to your question. I'm going to speak about my position and the fact that I'm a black man in this around the table, sitting
Sure.
on the table. You know, Lee, um, after Senator Bernadette Clément,
Mm-hmm.
I am the second black person and the first black man. That is a fact. That is an historic fact.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be, I have to get it in mind every time and every day
Okay.
to make sure that what I'm doing there in the next decades, our black community is going to be proud of that.
Right.
I have to make sure that by sitting there, our community, member of our community are gonna feel that, okay, he did it, we can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
I am the first, but I will not like to be the last.
Right.
That
Right.
is the case. Yes, I am the first, but I will not like to be the last one. No. So I'm trying my best to communicate about or to make sure that the black community is feeling or have a good experience with me around this table. That is my responsibility. But at the same time, I know that it is the first time for my other colleagues to work with a black man. Personally, it's not challenging for me because I have the skills, I have a lot of experiences dealing with other kind of people. So it's something very positive. I have a very great experience being around the table. And I'm very proud of the kind of relationship that I have with my colleague. And I really hope that what we are doing now is going to be received positively in our whole community in the next month. That is a politic aspect. Uh, Speaking about me as an individual,
Mm-hmm.
I know that we need, oh, first, I know that I'm lucky to be there.
Right.
Yes, I am the first to be there, but I wish that same thing is going to happen to different level of our community. We need more representative Black people in decision position in our community. We did not hit this point yet. We have a lot to do to get to this point. Unfortunately, that is a target that is far away
Sure.
now.
Why do you say it's far away?
Because it's a fact. And we need people to get involved.
Right.
We need people to get interested in what is going on.
Right.
We need people to get educated.
Right.
And that is, as Black people, our challenge.
Right.
Because
What is the impact on our community if we don't get involved, or if we don't participate, or if we remain neutral or passive to our community? What challenges can present themselves?
only, being passive, it's something, the worst thing that can happen to our community. No, we don't want that. Because being active, it's the best way to make our place better. If we want to speak about our problem, if we want to share our opinions, our point of view, our inquiries, if we want to speak, we have to get involved. That is the key. That is the first point. And that is a message that I'm sending to our people. First, try to get involved. Don't stay passive. Because doing that, we're going to miss the train. And nobody is going to speak for us if you do that. That is our part of work that we have to do.
Mhm.
But at the same time, as community, we have to speak to our whole community to say, hey, we are here. We have this problem. We want you to solve it, or we want you to sit with us around the table. We think that things can be better if we go this way, or worse if we go this way. So we need, as a community, to start building this kind of relationship, communication
Mhm.
with other communities.
Mhm.
And Lee, trust me, difference brings a lot of positive things.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid of difference.
Mhm.
It's a source of a lot of nice solution and great ideas. So yes, we have to speak with other community. But before getting to that, we have something very important. We should define our own identity.
Fair.
That is the key. That is very, very importantly. You are Lee Theodore, and I call you Lee Theodore because you are Lee Theodore. You know who you are. It's your identity. I am Fred Ngoundjo because it's me.
Mhm.
It's my name. So I have to know who I am. And my background is, as I said, yes, I'm a Cornwall resident, but I was born in Africa, Cameroon, in Bafang. So that is my identity, and I'm very proud of that. But at the same time, I'm a proud Canadian.
may I ask you this question, okay? So I'm a citizen of Cornwall and I'm observing this video, and my question becomes, well, if you're a Black man, are you just interested in serving the Black community, or do you serve everybody? And so how do you, while you're from Cameroon and you're different, how does your difference find value in the community without alienating the community? I think there's a big challenge in the dialogues that we hear about differences in minorities, where it creates this kind of level of superiority, inferiority. There's a measure of, I was here first, so I know better, or your idea may not be valued because it might change things. I as a resident of Cornwall, I think I would like to know, are all people that you serve a priority? Because this is the weird thing. As much as Black History Month is meant to showcase, because it's called Black History Month, people get into their head that it's only for Black people. And then it becomes this challenge of, where's my place in all of this? And so again, as I'm listening to you as a counselor, where where is the place for residents that aren't Black in the constitution of your thinking? What does importance feel like? Can you kind of give me an answer that would satisfy my question, which is, you know, are you are all people important, or is it Black people first? How would you respond to that question, Fred?
Uh, there is no, I'm going to go further to answer
Please.
the question. A human being is a human being.
Yes.
Did that answer?
That makes me feel so good to hear. Yep,
Thank you. A human being is a human being.
absolutely.
So no consider or no consideration about the color of the skin or the color of the eye or no. A human being is a human being, and when you have a problem as a Cornwall resident, I don't care about the color of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Okay.
I was elected to serve the Cornwall resident.
Right.
That is my mission.
Mm-hmm.
So this is crystal clear.
Okay.
But I would like to share with you how our country is special.
Okay.
You know, I've told you that I was in Belgium, where I spent more than 10 years. I live in Africa, in Cameroon, where I spent more than 20 years. And here now, I'm a Canadian. Why Canadian looks special to me? Canada looks special to me. It is exceptional to have a country who decide for 1 month to speak about Black people.
Mm-hmm.
This does not exist in Europe. I didn't see that there.
Mm-hmm.
So the Black History Month is an opportunity for us as Canadians to speak about Black people.
Very good.
It is very important. It's not about Black people speaking to Black people. No,
Right.
it's a great time for Canadians to share what they have as Black community in this country, because our country recognize that being Black is something powerful and positive.
Sure. whereas in the past it was seen as something that was negative and diminutive.
It is now our responsibility to turn these and to turn what was negative into positive.
There.
We should look at the future, try to bring solutions,
Mm-hmm.
try to exist,
Mm-hmm.
try to speak, and try to educate about us.
Mm-hmm.
Then our country is going to be a great place for all Black people.
Okay.
That is how I see and I take these opportunity that we have in the Black History Month.
Mm-hmm. So would you, and you are better suited to answer this question than I would be able to imagine the answer, would Canada's advantage be our willingness to work together across different people that allows us to be able to find solutions or results that are best suited for more people than just one group of people? Also, to that, would it be good to say that it's a reflection of the world insofar as we are a world made of many people? And so it would be to our advantage to be able to see people equally and allow equal opportunity for voices to be heard. Would you agree that Canada's advantage is its ability to work together across different groups of people?
Uh, Let me share something with you. Yes, it's great. Our country is giving us a great opportunity as a community, but I would like to paint something. It's not because we speak, we have this Black History Month that all our problems are solved.
Right.
That is very important.
Agreed.
So we still have, as I said in the beginning of our discussion, yes, for example, we have one councilor, me, sitting in the council, but we need more more Black people in the administration, for example. We
Mm-hmm.
need, so we still have to hit to open this door. We still have to work to be more representative. We still have a lot of place or room to get in. That
Mm-hmm.
is not done yet. So we have to work. We have, uh, I would like to be to express my idea very clear. Yes, our country is great, but we still have a lot of problems. It is very important to speak about that. Black communities still have a lot of problems. Racism is still something that we're dealing with. It is something that we should fight day to day. So yes, we have great country, but still we still have great problem to solve as
Mm-hmm.
Black community in this country. Quickly, roughly, I'm going to speak about racism, for example.
Is
It is something that is very a huge problem that we still have. I and as a leader of our community, I'm still wondering why the percentage of Black people in the prison is higher than the other community, for example. You see,
mm-hmm.
that is a fact. So we
Mm-hmm.
still have a discussion about this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where I spoke about representativity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is something that need to be. We need more Black people in around the table in administration, in the government, different level of government,
Mm-hmm.
in the police,
Mm-hmm.
for example. That is a way to create, to make our community, our city, our country better, trying to be more inclusive. It's just about inclusivity.
May I
So I
ask you?
wanted, yes,
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Please continue.
So I wanted to put in face of these problems to make sure that even if I am saying that our country is great, we still have challenges inside that we as Black community that we have to face.
Mhm.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, that yes, please go ahead. I think you wanted to ask me something.
The question's around representation, and I agree with you where we do need to have more diverse faces, whether they're Black, they're brown, they're women, it doesn't matter the cases. We need more different people, but specific to Black people. In order for representation to happen, there needs to be signals that they're being welcomed forward, that they're being invited. Okay. And so this is where these kinds of conversations, this kind of demonstration of existence is a signal to another Black person out there to indicate, hey, there are two Black people that are talking to me on the screen right now.
Yes.
Is there room for me to come forward? So this is where my challenge is. As much as we want representation, what signals are being put out to the public to provide the invitation forward? I have benefited greatly from having great mentors, great colleagues in our community, and a majority of them are white. But the point is, in order for me to know the things that I know, somebody else had to know them before me and be willing to show me. And so I think there is kind of a standoff approach for certain groups of people, and I'll speak on behalf of Black people, where they will look at a space and say, okay, there's nobody I know that looks like me or feels like me, so how do I know that I would fit there? And this is the cat chasing its tail. Okay, we want more Black people, but if we don't signal for Black people or create a space for Black people, then they're not going to be able to share a space per se because they don't know they're invited into that space. So I'm with you. I would like to see more diverse people in positions of leadership, but it's up to the space of power to indicate that space is available. And yes, you and I may benefit from having the courage and the ability to do it based on what we know and feel. But if somebody else or other groups of people are not encouraged to believe that they too can do it, I think we lose a lot of people. And I think it's up to us. Go ahead.
Yes, Lee, I wanted to react to this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lee, um, is we have to be realistic as a
Yes.
community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, we have a problem in our community and nobody else is going to solve it.
Agreed.
We have to, I said, we have to handle our problem and bring them on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is going to make the job for or do the job for us.
I
That
agree.
is very, very important. Why I say this is it is just to say that we don't we cannot wait other people to invite us.
Fair.
Yes, we cannot. So what you're doing, Lee, for example, having this kind of that is something very powerful. That is a great leadership that you're having, for example. You see, we need more and more of this kind of activities, platform, discussion. We have to handle our own problem by ourselves
I
and
can agree.
say at one point, hey, now here is what we want. Nobody can do that in for us. Nobody. It's a dream. We are in a society where the challenge is permanent.
Mm-hmm.
And we cannot stay in the back waiting for somebody else to bring us solutions. No, we have to be proactive, reactive, think about our problem, speak about our problem. And that's why I spoke about identity.
Mm-hmm.
Because first we need to know who we are. We are Black Canadian now. That is our identity. What are our problems? What, who are our leaders? I am in Cornwall, I'm a black male, I have a problem with whom can I speak? I have Lee, for example, I can meet with Fred, they can handle me. Now we have those, and it's going to increase, but
Yep.
you have to, you know, why do I appreciate Cornwall? We are in a momentum here in Cornwall because if I, next decade, this city is not going to be, or maybe it can be the first city in this country or in North America to do or to integrate black community as no one else in the world.
I can believe that.
Yes, first we have to trust in our potential, in ourselves, and then just bring or participate to the debate and say what we want, where we want to go. And don't be shy to say what we think. So that is one point that I wanted to react concerning the signal that we are expecting from somebody to send. No, we don't have to wait any signal. No, it is now that things are happening. We just have to wake up. We just have to call Lee or to call Fred or to discuss with Fred or to, and it is now that things are happening. So, yes, I don't think we should wait any signal from anybody. No, I didn't speak about uh, my. I'm running an association
Yes, that's
like
right.
Saint
Please.
Mary, for example. You see, when I why did I start this event? When I got here, everything looks so perfect, but I I'm a basketball player. I played basketball for like 20 years, but I wanted to exercise in Cornwall, but no place. So finally, I start an association to play with kids or to train kids on basketball, and then it's turned to soccer, and then now we have these soccer tournament. Soccer that's happening every September. So I start from a problem:
Hmm.
how to exercise me,
Hmm.
how to exercise with my kids or with the other kid. I had no solution. So I stand by myself and I create this association. That is how we have to act.
Hmm.
What problem do we have in our community? How can we solve them right now by ourselves or by calling our networks?
Hmm.
So I am more uh, concrete, more realistic. And it's something about getting position, for example. We have this EDI that is coming, in our community, for example. It's a great thing.
I think so.
And one of my challenge now is to support every black candidate who is going to apply into a job in Cornwall. Just call me. I'm going to give you a reference letter. So simple. That is one of my challenge now. So we are getting smoothly, but we are getting into the system. We are not
Hmm.
waiting any signal for everybody. No, we're gonna act for by ourselves.
I agree.
That's how I see. That's how I feel about
Okay.
the timing.
Thank you. So let me ask you this question. I've got three questions. The first one is, what are the problems of society? You've touched on a few things. The potential of society and the promise of society. So if I may frame it and then ask it. So while Black History Month is certainly a designation for an opportunity for us to remember, celebrate, and to be able to project voices that may be silent, I will say that Black History is every single day. You're aware of that. Um, but within the context of Black History Month, while it's necessary, even outside of the month of February, there are going to be problems. And so my question to you would be, what are some problems that exist? And I don't think we could speak to every single person's issue, but if you can talk about problems that you are aware of within society at large, I would welcome that, because sometimes when we know somebody else is looking at something, it makes it more real for us. And so if you can identify what you feel problems within society are, and it doesn't have to be race specific, Fred, this can be something that it's just in general, we could joke about gas prices, but within the seriousness of this conversation, what are problems that you see within society?
Thank you, Lee. Many problems. I'm gonna answer one level after another one. Uh, so the first problem that I see is, okay, now Canada is accepting a lot of newcomer, new resident, and this is creating a huge problem that we have. It's not only about a community, it's a um, general problem that we have, housing. It's something it's a huge problem, housing. How we're gonna find good house for our resident? It's something very, it's struggling. At the same time, we have one side this problem of housing, but in the other hand, when we want to build house, we have to cut trees. So this is shaking me very seriously. I can share that with you because cutting trees is something that hurts me.
Absolutely.
So that is about environment. So I'm very, I'm still trying to find a solution about that, and I can share with you. It's not easy. So housing, environment, about uh life cost.
Yep.
It's you know, life is so expensive now. Very,
Hmm.
very. A lot of people are struggling. I have a lot of people contacting me about how to get a good position. It's not only one community, it's a general matter. So, yes, and this is the kind of problem that we're going to be facing every time and every day. So, yes, those are like three problems for the basic one, I'm going to say housing, environment, and the cost of life. But if I go more large, it's about uh, peace. So we
Mm.
still see and understand what's going on. For example, in Ukraine, we have a lot of people dying there. We have other conflicts in Africa
Hmm.
that are still where people are still dying. So we are going through a very unsteady period, and I don't know how this is gonna end. Yes, it's something very, and I was speaking about the future. What kind of future, or what future are we going to leave to our kids? So, yes, peace in the world. It's something, and at this point too, peace in environment too.
Yes.
Yes, so the list is very, very long,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna stop with those five that I just called.
Thank you, Fred. What is the potential of society? What is something that you're looking at in your horizon or landscape and saying, that looks like it could carry us forward into a brighter future? Whatever the case may be, but what do you feel is the potential of society at any level?
Only, maybe it's me, but when when I have a smile from a kid, that is enough to make my day.
Yes.
And this is so powerful, you know.
Hmm.
This can make you move a mountain.
Yes.
Yeah. So we people are so powerful, so imaginative, so positive,
Inspiring.
so good that we don't need too much to make exceptional things.
True.
So just trusting people is something we still have this. It's that has no end because people can create, people can think, people you see. So it's something, this energy that people have. It's something we don't know where it's gonna end because it's yes, people
It's
are
humanity.
yes, it's a infinitive source of positive thing. Yes, people is yes, I really trust to people.
Okay.
Yes, and sometimes we don't you don't need a lot of thing or big thing or good huge salary to make or to have somebody who is bringing something new or creating something new that is gonna improve or change the quality of life of everybody. So this is a source of yes of potential that is infinitive and positive. I still believe in people.
Thank you. That's a wonderful answer. My next question to you is, what is the promise of society?
Oh, you know, yes, promise. Lee, 2024,
Mm.
we have AI coming around.
Mhm.
The world is changing
Mhm.
very fast.
Mhm.
We're struggling with environment, water,
Mhm.
air.
Mhm.
We have problem with food, quality of food sometimes. So our society we need strong leadership.
Sure. Sure.
We need leadership. We need leaders, and it can be me, it can be you, it can be everybody. It's not, but just somebody who's going to say, you know what? I think we should go to this way. This is the way where we have to go because I think that in the future it's going to be good for everybody.
Mhm.
We need leadership,
Okay.
and great leadership is going to help us to take or to make good decisions in this world that is very complicated.
Fair enough. I'm satisfied. Those are the questions that I've put forward for you. I won't close our conversation too quickly. If there's anything that you'd like to ask me, you certainly can. I would like to make sure that you have the opportunity to feel fulfilled as well. But if you don't have anything more to say, what I'll say is on behalf of myself, anybody that is watching, individuals that are seeking out some kind of guidance, but also Black people too. Fred, thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you so much for being in a place, because as much as you have stated that we shouldn't wait, what I will tell you is that you are a signal. You show what is possible by being present in that space of leadership. Um, and you answer questions that I don't have to answer because you hold that position. And in that way, you make my living a little bit easier. So I thank you very much for the efforts that are seen and the efforts that are unseen on that are you have made on behalf of not just yourself, many other people, but also the Black people in the community here and abroad. So if you have anything that you want to ask me or have a conversation about, great. If not, I leave you with
Yes,
my
Lee, first I would like to uh, thank you, Lee, for who you are, what you're doing in Cornwall, in our community, Black community. Thank you very much. It's such powerful this work. Thank you, because it comes from my heart, the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I would like to invite you to generate more orderly Theodore,
Yeah, I agree.
as I am trying to generate more order Fred Ngoundjo in Cornwall, in Canada. But this is one of our challenge.
Sure.
Try to give to other people, to share with other people what we have, or to tell them that they have room to be who they are, or to be next Theodore. And this is going to make us proud,
Sure.
stronger,
Sure.
and maybe next year, instead of discussing with me, it will be somebody else who saw this video. So please keep doing what you're doing, Lee, as I'm doing my part,
Right.
but keep riding. Don't stop. This is your challenge. Do that for your community, for our community, for me, as I'm doing my side. And this is how, by this kind of event, this kind of project, this is how we can change the world. We don't need huge or exceptional thing. No, sometimes it's such small thing that change the world. Yes, Lee, thank you very much. And I hope that this is going to be a small message to our residents.
Yeah.
Personally, I know that the life is very, very expensive now,
Mhm.
forward, and in the country too. Personally, I will do my best to try to take best decision for people. That's why I was elected. I don't forget that. Never. I won't forget.
Good.
Even if it is challenging, we have different information and we
Yeah.
have to deal with them. We have to think to have a whole map. But it is very important for me to share with people that why I was elected. I take it humble, but I didn't forget it. I'm going to try to keep doing why I was elected. And this is the councilor speaking. And I would like to thank you to giving me this opportunity, and to thank my family too, and to thank my leaders, because I didn't speak about Bernadette and all those people in our community that are working very hard. So thank you to everybody, and thank you.
Very welcome, my friend. My love to your family. I look forward to seeing you in the future. But beyond that, Fred, you just keep being you and doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for your time today. And that's about it. Okay, my friend. You take care of yourself and you be well.
Thank you, Lee. Bye.
Bye for now, Fred.